go around and introduce themselves. Your FPS is so low. Oh, that sucks. So everyone go around and introduce yourself. We've got, who are you? I mean, I know I can see your name. Introduce yourself. My viewers don't know who you are.
I don't care.
Hey, I guess we're not introducing ourselves. We can see everyone's names. Go follow the YouTube channel.
Okay, well, I'm gonna make a boat and I'm gonna go outie.
Cool. Alright, should we all
We
split
have
up?
to-
Are we just... I should
This
pull
is a
up the map.
survival multiplayer server, so we're going to be surviving in multiplayer. And
Seamus, you're underneath the tree that I'm mining.
Seamus!
Okay, I'm gonna switch to our,
I'm in this tree.
Yes, time to switch.
I'm going to switch to our village.
Are we starting? Yes, Jim!
Hey.
Hold on, I have to vote.
Oh no, Jem was deafened the entire time.
Gem.
Come on, I need to get into
Bye,
my
losers.
We have deforested this entire planet.
I'll be back.
Deforestation time.
Who cares about the
Recording.
environment?
Good, I'm recording.
I have a sapling. We can replant.
Where do I want to go?
We can't rebuild.
I have 3 hearts.
We can rebuild.
Oh no!
That's fine, I'm gonna be going across that shit for a while.
Pull up the map real quick.
I'm gonna go to Mesa and I'm gonna flood it and see you guys live there.
Cool. Have fun.
What a perfect day for rain.
If I can figure out where that is.
I have no idea. We'll find it. Since she's trying to speak to us.
I'm going to vanish. Sorry about a horrible microphone. Farewell, gamers.
Farewell. Sapling.
Alright, I guess I'm off in a random direction. Good luck, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Apple. Apple. Yay.
Alrighty, I'm gonna go off on my own.
Me too. Bye-bye. Alright, so that was a chaotic intro. Rest in pieces, Ren. So yeah, this is Emcraft. It's a multiplayer server. I think all of us are either streaming or recording and posting to YouTube. I'll link everyone in the description. So, I'm gonna kill you for that. Give me my apple. Thank you. Love it when people know they've made a mistake. So, this is a multiplayer Minecraft survival server with a lot of people currently online. Really, the whole premise of the server is sort of just a bunch of people hanging out together, having fun. And, I'm not gonna play this like I play Yondercraft, where I take on a bunch of massive projects that are really hard for me to complete. We're vibing this season. This one, we're vibing. I'm gonna make sure spawn is habitable, so when everyone eventually begins to, die, in the first night, which I would like to say is coming soon, but I have no clue, it's not completely barren for them. So let's replant some saplings. And I'm gonna go mining and try and find some iron. So that way I can shear that sheep and put a bed here. Which, you know, isn't gonna be an intentional flex, but I might be the first person to get a bed without having killed a sheep. So that'll be pretty nifty. It would appear that the only crafting table got ganked. Oh, no, okay, cool. I have 2 now. Finish picking up all the tree decay stuff. Always useful for things like putting in the first furnace. And we will go ahead and make a shovel. Admittedly not the best use of wood, but like, really, who's judging? So this first episode is gonna be... Oh, yikes. This is gonna be recorded like my Yondercraft, where I have cuts and do different things in between those cuts. So, probably actually gonna cut now until I find some coal or some iron, so catch you in a bit. Okay, progress update. I found the weirdest cave I've ever seen in my whole entire life. If I turn on F3Q and chunk orders is F3G, yeah, this is some sort of chunk error. Pretty nifty, I guess. I mean, I'm gonna have to go down there, aren't I? Yeah, looks like there's goodies down there. Oh dear. Okay, so I may have gone a little overboard, but I have built a sandcastle. It is the Spawncastle. I've filled the chests with a little bit of spare material, including iron and bones and stuff. If we come up here, there's a whole second floor. Jesus, that's a lot of turtles. I'm actually gonna add these right here, just as an itty bit more decoration. And there we go. So now spawn is lovely, and there's a place to sleep, and there's furnaces with coal, and there's trees. I've actually got to plant more. I was trying to get apples from them, but it's not working right now. So yeah. The actual world spawn is right about here. So as soon as you turn around, you see the Spawncastle. And it's really easy to just, you know, come up here. Welcome to the Spawncastle. Feel free to use and take material. I would have gone for birch signs, but that tree didn't grow till 2 seconds ago. So, oak, it draws the eye in a little bit. I'm gonna shear this sheep again. Got him. In here, I've got a bed, the chests of material, and you can go out either way. So, now I think it's about time that I chop down all these trees to get some apples. Or, actually, there's a better source of food. I'm gonna go for kelp. It'll be easier on me. So, we'll get some kelp. And then I'll try and find a spot where I'm gonna set up base. I have been exploring for quite a while, and I have finally found a spot that I would like to settle. The thing about making a sandcastle is you need a lot of sand. So if you don't settle in a desert, 1, that's a lot of terraforming I'd have to do, and 2, I would have to make runs to go get sand. So I went exploring, and I have found this lovely little desert biome. It's small enough for me to pass it off as a beach, all these little islands I can just take down or turn into sand. There's an itty bitty coral reef nearby. F to love gem. Suffocated in a wall. And, you know, this is just the perfect spot. This is where I want to be. So this is where we're going to settle. I think that's a shipwreck down there. Ooh, baby. Let me put some stuff down. Because, in the process of looking for this area, I've amassed quite the collection of items. Including quite a bit of leather and plenty of food. So, you know, we're doing alright there. Just get these down. I'm gonna cook my beef because I have an exact perfect amount. We'll make some oak planks to make some chests. I only made one. Oh, no, I made two. Alright. So I'm gonna put all of my items in here. Except for, I found a few villagers, which is how I got all the stone cutters and the brewing stand. Now the only thing I need, I'm leaving my armor too. And I'm actually gonna do this smart. So if I die, I respawn right there. Let's see what we got here. Anything interesting? Chest of items. I'm gonna die. I should have made a door. Let's make a door. Ow. Ow. That's painful. Alright. Let's try that again, but use my head this time. Go ahead and make an oak door. I have more oak than I do birch. There we go. Love gem coming in clutch. So let's put a door down here so I can breathe while I break the chest. Ta-da! And now it'll break at a normal pace. Ooh, paper, lovely. And I don't really need the, is there anything up here, or is this just... Nope, this is a lower half, so it doesn't have... Alright. That's alright. Don't need a big one. So... I've actually found a wonderful area. I'm gonna need to do a lot of terraforming still, because it's a beach. It's supposed to be a beach, so I have to bring all of this down to sea level so I can do the moat properly. But, you know. Oh, suspicious stew, poisonous potatoes. Let me get my things back out. Put my armor on. And it's time to go mining. So actually I'm gonna put the sandstone away. Yeah. It's mining time. Okay, so I've got a few starter farms set up. We've got a little cactus farm, hand harvested. We've got basic tree farm, so I can get some wood. And we have carrots, taters, and wheat. I also went mining again. I now have a lot more resources. And I have bad omen, because, you know, pillagers. I do have a lot of iron. So it would appear that I can find either iron or diamonds. But not both, because I only found 6. And I made a pickaxe with them. Actually gonna make myself a shirt. So I can be a little bit more protected. So... mountain's coming down pretty nicely. I've got quite a bit of sandstone exposed. I suppose I should probably start laying out sort of foundations for where the castle's gonna be. But I also, it's gonna be on the lowest layer, so I feel like I really should clear out more sand first. So, we'll clear out some of the sand down here and not care how ugly this is before it'll look pretty when we're done, you know? I also have my little sugarcane farm, so yeah. I'll clear out some more sand and start laying down foundations for the sandcastle. And we'll see how that goes. I'd say that's a fairly successful flattening session. I've moved the cactus farm to a more convenient spot, and I now have a lovely place where I can begin to lay out the foundations of the sandcastle. So, yeah. I've already begun a glorious storage system of which there are no flaws. And, you know, I thought maybe we could do the start of the castle together. So we'll just get a lovely shape like this going. It's absolutely gonna cover my mine, but I can't pretend to care about that. 7, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're using cobblestone because it stands out from the sand, otherwise I would never be able to see this, and that's what we call an issue. So this is the shape I want to start with. I am gonna play just a little bit with differing weights. For instance, part of it might be more bottom heavy, whereas another part might be more top heavy. The idea with this is, I really struggle to build anything that isn't vaguely symmetrical, and I want to kind of challenge myself a bit. Asymmetry actually really kind of bothers me. If something is not symmetrical, I genuinely struggle to not feel like half of my head weighs more than the other half for some reason. And it's something that I have always struggled with. I'm not entirely sure why, but I want to try and see if I can combat that by building asymmetrically when I don't typically do that. So this side, I think I'm gonna have more towers up at the start that I can't currently fit in because I didn't account for how big this thing already is. Whereas over here, this is gonna be like not tall at all. I can't exactly explain visually quite what I mean, and also this doesn't go out as far as I wanted it to. I want an oval, but I'm gonna sort of tier this up a bit like a cake, whereas the other side is gonna be a bit more like a bundle of sticks or something. Not quite sure how to explain it. If I have a drawing I can throw up, you'll see the drawing right about now. And hopefully you'll get it. Okay, yeah, this is the shape I wanted. If we climb up top to the trees again, which I'm using absolutely as a way to look at this. This is just the ground floor. I'm gonna include, this is gonna expand more out, and then the next floor is gonna be a little more circular, and then the next floor is a little more circular, until we hit a circle. And it's gonna step inwards, one from this block each time. So the second floor is gonna start here, the third floor here. If we get a fourth floor, it'll go here. Yeah. And then this is gonna be like the royal beaches. I'm definitely gonna terraform them down to have more of a gradual slope. I believe this goes directly from beach to probably deep ocean, because that's commonly where you see drop-offs this severe in Minecraft, and because that island is a thing. And by looking at the water color there, I can... This is river, this is probably deep ocean, because that's not supposed to... There's no beach biome there, is what that tells me. Or there is, but it's there. So I want to fix that so that way I can have nice royal beaches, perhaps with fountains, and maybe I'll stick a few surfboards out there. I want this to look nice. So that's the plan. Something I probably won't have to worry about is I already have plenty of birch wood. And if we look at my stores of sandstone, this is just from that. And that's not even counting my stores of sand. I have so much sand. A lot of these chests aren't actually full. They're anticipating me carving out more. Like, in between episodes, or maybe as a time lapse. I'm gonna carve out there so I can work more on the castle. We're gonna carve out a lot more of that. I'm probably gonna step the terrain up somewhere, and we'll just have a slight difference in height. Maybe we'll step up into the castle, and then there it'll be like step out onto a pergola, I believe the word is, or a porch or something like that. Because this castle is gonna be pretty big, knowing me and how I tend to build medieval castle-y things. So probably take up quite a bit of space. And it's gonna look really nice, but I don't want it to be all on flat terrain. And, you know, that's something I do a lot, is I'll build something, but because I start it at a certain... I'll start it at one level, and I'll bring all the terrain up to that level. And it ends up very flat. And it's something I need to stop doing. I'm never gonna get anywhere as a builder if I don't stop treating terrain like that. For instance, I could easily use the ovals to perhaps step up a few layers of terrain. Maybe one oval leads and stops in a mound of sand, and a second oval goes over said mound of sand. Things like that. Another thing that's probably going to help this is I definitely want there to be an underground portion. Like, perhaps not a... perhaps catacomb isn't the right word. More a dungeon. But there's a lot of things that I want with this that are certainly achievable, simply because most of the builds I have made in Minecraft are either extremely juvenile or castles. And extremely juvenile as in I was 9 years old building a McDonald's in Minecraft Classic Creative. So, I build a lot of medieval stuff, I build a lot of castles. This is something I do fairly frequently. It's why I'm able to freehand these, and honest to God, if I wanted to, I could probably freehand the whole castle. But I don't. It's more fun to plan things out. So, plan things out we will. But not today. That is gonna be the end of the episode, actually, because I sort of gotta get this out sometime. So, thank you for watching. If you're part of the morning crew, I hope you have a great day. If you're part of the evening crew, I hope your day has been great. And if you're part of the afternoon crew, well, I hope your day is going alright. I've been Ruby Robotic, and I'll catch y'all in the next episode.